Okay, we're going to start with the entire opening cinematic and roll into some gameplay after that, but just to kind of set things up, Halo 3 ODST takes place timeline-wise kind of in the middle of Halo 2. If you think back on Halo 2, there was the Covenant attacking Earth, and Chief was pushing them off. The Prophet of Regret had a big Covenant cruiser sitting on top of Old Mombasa that the Chief was pushing off of Earth. ODST starts just before that happens, and so that cruiser is still sitting on top of Old Mombasa, and we start with our squad of ODSTs. We jump into the shoes of the rookie here, who's taking a nap before the mission, and they're planning their attack on the Covenant cruiser, and you'll get to meet several of the characters.
Navy put up a good fight.
Of course they did. It's Earth.
Better late than never.
How about you show some respect, Romeo?
Just saying, Dutch. They missed one.
No, they left it for us.
You know the music. Time to dance.
Hello, beautiful.
Pods. Now.
Replacements?
This many years into the war, who isn't?
At least they listen.
To me. And they're not gonna like what they hear.
Orders are orders.
Come on, Veronica. What could be more important than that carrier?
My orders. And Buck, call me Captain. I'll pass on that dance, but you can't show me where to sit.
And what the hell kind of armor was she wearing?
Dunno, Mickey. I wasn't looking at her gear. Seriously?
Well, gotta be close quarters.
Exactly.
Second to last. Right next to mine.
Cozy. You gonna tell us her name, Gunny?
Ms. Naval Intelligence. Our new boss. Oh, brother. So check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set for a combat drop.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this inside a Covenant ship? Wake up, Buttercup.
Relax, rookie. He don't mean nothing. Besides, now's one of those times. Pays to be the strong, silent type.
Latest intel reports Covenant ships are massing beneath the carrier.
They're pulling back? Why?
I'm gonna find out way up here.
Fuck her off, Marine! I sure as hell ain't hosing out your pod!
I take it back. Navy got its butt kicked.
Hey, Romeo, remember when I told you to shut your mouth?
Yeah?
Consider that a standing order. Captain, 15 clicks off the deck.
Stand by to adjust trajectory. On my mark.
What did he just say?
Mark.
We're way off course.
We're heading exactly where I need to go.
But we're gonna miss the carrier. Radiation! Covenant just set off a nuke?
No, the carrier's going to jump. It's a short space rupture. Ignition!
EMP, losing power. They popped their chutes. We're going in hard.
Going to talk just a little bit about a couple of the differences of what it means to play as an orbital drop shock trooper compared to playing as a Spartan from the prior Halo games. Right off the bat, you'll notice your view of the world's a little bit different. Our HUD's been modified slightly. There's no longer a motion tracker. So ODSTs are going to have to rely a little bit more on their eyes and ears as they move around the battlefield. We also no longer have the luxury of a recharging energy shield like Mjolnir armor does on the Spartan. In this case, we have a stamina for our character represented by the red bar across the top. And you'll notice after our fall, we're a little bit beat up right now. So the only way to get our health restored is through a more conventional means. In this case, we have a medical kiosk that's still active here in the city. And throughout the city and throughout the various missions, you'll find things like this in health packs. And if you've played Halo Combat Evolved, the health system in ODST is basically the same as it was back in the first game. So the city here has been hit hard by the Covenant invasion. Most of the power grids are offline, and most of the rookies' work here unraveling this mystery is going to take place in darkness. But thankfully, we have a new tool that's going to help him, and this is called the visor. You press the X button to activate the visor, and it's a sort of a low-light amplification system, kind of like a night vision. It's also going to be very useful for target acquisition, as we can see here at this grunt patrol up in front of us. In a cooperative game, your friends and NPCs will show up in green, enemies will be in red, so at a distance in the dark, it's very easy to assess friend from foe. ODST is also coming equipped with 2 brand new weapons. Here you see the sound-suppressed submachine gun. My personal favorite, though, is our brand new pistol. If you've played Halo 1, this pistol is going to feel very, very familiar. It's quite lethal, it excels at headshots, and as fast as you can pull the trigger, you can fire off rounds. So ODSTs don't have the luxury of a set of Mjolnir super armor. They're not 7 foot tall, near invincible soldiers, but these guys are special forces operatives. They're quite capable in combat. They're not going to be able to dual wield 2 weapons. They actually run just a little bit slower and jump a little bit lower, but what that really means from a gameplay perspective is you're just a little more human, a little more vulnerable. So you're going to have to be just a little more cautious and methodical about how, when, and where you engage the enemy. Master Chief could really run into a whole room full of Covenant, annihilate them, make his way out with barely a scratch, and ODSTs are going to have a little bit of a trickier time, a little less recourse to get themselves out of danger. You'll also notice here as CJ is moving around the city, we went for a completely different mood and aesthetic here in ODST. Because at its core it really is a mystery story, we took a lot of inspiration and sort of infused the game with a film noir atmosphere. That's going to play through in everything from our skyboxes to our visual aesthetics, our sound design, our dialogue, even our character names. Normally the rookie wouldn't be faring too well right now, but for the demo purposes, CJ's been given a little extra help.